everyone, my name is Massimo. This is my first LinkedIn video post, and I have to be honest with you, I'm incredibly nervous. So this is not going to be perfect, but I'm okay with it. I decided to make this video because someone recently told me that for people in my current situation, it's important to be vulnerable and to tell people and organization how can you help and what are you very good at. And this is why I'm here today, to tell you a little bit about myself and to show you some ideas that I have in how I can help with the current situation. The thing you need to know is that I like to stand up because I'm Italian, and so 80% of my communication is body language, and I'm testing how this might work remotely. The second reason is because I need to prove that I'm not wearing my pajama. Okay, now I'm ready. In terms of myself, I started my career in learning and development. I built a solid experience in that space, and I absolutely loved it. I just love seeing people become better at what they do because of their renewed capabilities. And so what I did, I took the bias with me for the rest of my career. In fact, after my experience in L&D, I became a business and data analyst, and I've been involved in big digital and IT transformations. And when it was time to train people, I'll be raising my hand and say, can I coordinate, organize this, and train people, facilitate, and then create new content. I absolutely took this as being just like the trademark of my career, always wanting to organize the learning and development aspect of everything that I did. Most recently, last year, I really wanted to rethink my career again, and so I took a break from work and I resigned last year to spend time with my son and to rethink about what I want to do. So early this year, I realized that my purpose is to help people and organizations navigate through uncertainty and adapt to change. And so I decided to move back into L&D full time. But when it was the right time and when I got back into the market, COVID-19 happened. And so all the jobs have been put on hold. And so I'm currently unemployed. However, I've been thinking about how I can, I would be helping. So if I was going to work today, what I would be doing, how I would be helping an organization. And I came up with this idea. I'm going to show you. So what I did here, I used one of the techniques that I learned in my, when I became an agile coach, which is what they call an agile perspective, which is a way to look backwards at a specific topic and flush out all the things that are important to people in order to create a meaningful solution. And so the way I divided this role is I say basically what I learned from COVID-19, from the whole COVID-19 experience so far, what I want to learn, and some ideas. And so in terms of the things that I learned is, first thing, that I'm not alone. A lot of people are currently unemployed. A lot of people have been stood down. So it's important to know that there's many like me out there. The second thing that I learned is that, yes, there are very strict measures right now, but following the rules is an act of kindness. And one of my favorite quotes right now is the one that says that we only are safe as the people most at risk. The other thing that is very linked to it is the fact that supporting the expert and the government, it's important because this is all new for them. I mean, they've never been involved into this before, and so yes, there's been a bit of confusion. Sometimes I get confused about the messaging, but guys, like this thing, last time something like this happened, it probably was during the Second World War. So it's important to back them up. Constraint is forcing me to be creative, and that's another thing that it's really resonating with me. And I'm really sorry if the video is not showing things properly right now. And the other thing is that what I notice is that if I stay connected, that will help me feeling less alone. In terms of the things that I actually want to learn, there is how do I stay connected with the world if I might face, months of unemployment in front of me, maybe 6 or 12 months given the current situation. Which links to the next one, which is how do I manage my mental health? How do I stay in check? How do I keep my motivation up? And the other couple of things are how do I explain to my kids social distancing? It's really hard when you've been telling them about mingling with people and exploring the world, and now all of a sudden you're saying to them not touching and not picking up things and not playing with things in the nature. The other thing that I'm getting really passionate about right now is clearly this whole COVID-19 thing has just raised a lot of awareness in people. They started to rethink their life and the way they work. How do we make sure that we actually take that to the other side and we don't get just buried again from 24 hours news cycle and forget about this moment where we were all a little bit more sensitive and we were actually rethinking about ourselves and our world. The other thing I'm incredibly curious about is about what do data show on remote working? Because what I heard is that, many people, I think, they've been wanting to work from home for a very long time, but at the same time, I have many stories of people say, you know what, my colleagues are not that bad after all. And finally, some ideas based on what I put in here. So what I realized from this retrospective is that for me right now, personally, connection is very important. There's a theme of connection everywhere, but also staying active and making sure that my mental health is in check and that my physical health is in check and my motivation is up. And so some ideas I came up with is what I'm doing right now, which is a video on LinkedIn to present myself like I'm doing today, posting a video on LinkedIn or a post once a week to stay connected. I'm thinking about creating a meetup on life after COVID-19 to give people, to discuss about this, but with a vision for the future. And also I've been thinking about some local volunteering. There's some websites like Love Your Neighbor and Kobe Karma, which is, the area where I live. Now, this is clearly not the way to fix all the problems. It's just one way, it's my way. I just wanted to show you how it works in a small scale. Just imagine if all of your colleagues were doing that, were flashing out their feelings, how they feel about this, and then they will be building actions or solutions or learning experiences based on that. So this is how I think I can help. Please leave your comments down here. Message me if you want to know more, or if you wanted to talk about some opportunities. I'll be here and I'll be active on LinkedIn more than I've been in the past. And thank you very much for listening to me and watching me. Bye.